In this example, we have a while loop. Now, a while loop is not as essentially tidy as a for loop is. And that's because much of the setup and the necessity of that while loop is done outside of the logic for the loop. So here we have on line number 5 a value that is stored into number. In this case, it is 0. So we are going to use number as the actor in which it is that we are maintaining the state, maintaining the condition of our while loop. So what we are suggesting here on line number 7 is that as long as number is less than 5, continue inside of this loop. Now, the thing to remember, and actually, this is one of those things that burning my hand on the stove of coding has taught me, is that anytime I create a while loop, the very first thing I code is a way to get out of it. So when I was doing even this 17 line of code example here, the very first thing I did was, if I'm working here with number, I am going to iterate number so that I do not create an infinite loop, because the while loop will not ensure that this is done for you. A for loop, everything is done there in the setup for the for. Here, we have to be careful about providing a circumstance where a condition can be met in order to leave our looping. So that's what number plus plus does here, is at the bottom of our while statement. So here it is enclosed in the curly braces. At the bottom of our while statement, we are incrementing on our test, and that test gives us a way to break free of our while loop. So as we go through here in our while loop, I have a simple cout statement. Hello, this is number, and it's going to output the number. And we're just going to go ahead and run this. Now, this is the output I expected. We started with a number equals 0, and we have a number plus plus here at line number 11. That means that during our output statement, which is right here on line number 9, that is what I expect to see. This is number 0, this is number 1, this is number 2 for our third iteration through this loop. For many of you, it is going to look and feel particularly strange that we start our counters with 0. And I just left this here as another hope at drawing your attention to the fact that no, we start at 0 instead of at 1. This way we are not throwing away the 0th storage container, because that's where the languages themselves are built to start at, is actually the 0 position, not the 1 position. So just as proof that if I do not include line number 11, so I've just commented out number plus plus, if I go ahead and run this, I'm sorry, replit anger, and here we go all the way through, and we've got pages upon pages upon pages of hello, this is 0. Now, this actually, the output here lets you know a little bit about what our error is. Hello, this is 0. Hello, this is 0. Hello, this is 0. Hello, this is 0. That number is never incremented. So as a developer, when you're going through and troubleshooting this, that should be a clue to you. Let the output, even if it's incorrect output, tell you a little bit about what the error with the code here is. So if I go back in here, aha, that was not supposed to be commented out here alongside of line 10. We can go ahead and run this again. And in fact, I have made Replit angry. But if we refresh the page and run it again, you'll notice that line number 11 is still commented in, so it's not out. and we would see 0 through 4 like we expected. So there's your while loop. We do need a priming read, something outside of the while loop to get, to help us maintain rather the state of our loop. So in this case, it's number. And then here inside of the while loop, we need a way to increment through our looping, and we would do that with a number plus plus. Without that, you have created an infinite loop, and you can see what that did just here inside of my browser window. That one itty bitty little infinite loop chewed up all of the cache for all of the RAM that Replit was going to give me, and it wouldn't work anymore. So that is a problem. So there is your while loop.